Live, what is going on, beautiful people out there on YouTube? It's Brando Linick here, coming to you from my home office, and you're looking for how to start a real estate investment company. I'm going to share with you really how people are making money doing this, what it entails, what you need to be aware of, and really the key component that you just have to know when it comes to building a business to get the results that you want, whatever those results are. You know, maybe your passion for building a business is to travel more, have more freedom, flexibility, whatever that is for you. When it comes down to a real estate investment company, you got to keep in mind, with a company you have infrastructure. With infrastructure, that means employees, equipment, supplies, which means all this overhead is not just going to cost you a lot of investment, all right? It's going to cost you a lot of investment on your time, all right? You got to invest a lot of time into managing and maintaining supplies, equipment, employees, training employees with up-to-date sales tactics and techniques that aren't pitchy, all right? Where they're not doing home meetings and three-way calls, because that stuff is just, it's not as effective today as it was like 50 years ago. So you got to do all these things, and you got to have an office setting to, you know, keep people in there to work so they can work diligently and strategically. So you got to keep in mind of all these things. Best tip I would give you, if you're really passionate about it, go for it. You know, if you're good at managing and maintaining things and systems and, you know, large groups of people, I would encourage you to do it. However, if you're looking at this on the flip side of the coin, because you want to start a business to be your own boss, you want to start a business in this business review to make an income, all right, where you can quit your job and do the things that you want to do, I would highly advise you, before you start any type of business, learn the skills required to attracting an endless amount of people to you. That way, regardless of if you decide to start a real estate investment company or another business opportunity, you can take that skill set, and because you won't be going out there and chasing people down like friends and family trying to get them into your business, because, you know, one of the biggest problems is with people is they get started in businesses, they fail to learn any real marketing skills, so they get like no customers, and every time they get a customer, it's so gruelingly painful, all the amount of work that they had to put in, that it's just not worth it, so they eventually quit. So if you don't want to fall into that category, before you start any type of business, learn the skills required to attracting an endless amount of people to you, all right, who like, know, and trust you specifically every single day. Have a list of people that is growing, so then, like I said, regardless of the company or business you decide to start, you can get started and you can build yourself an instant business like that. And one of the best things I would suggest to you is, if you don't have a list of contacts that is growing every single day of people who like, know, and trust you, learn how to build a business and income online. Learn how to attract people to you using systems on the internet, so that you can actually have that time freedom, flexibility to be your own boss, all right, to do what you want to do when you want to do it. And I had a big breakthrough with this going back like 15 months ago, when I came across a person who was building a business and income online, which is not the only way to go. I'd be telling you a lie if I told you the internet was the only way to go, but they're making a multiple six-figure income their first year in business online without chasing people down. They were the hunted, all right, instead of hunting people down, people were hunting them down. And I started to model and copy them. It took me 3 months to create a full-time business working part-time. In the last month and a half, I've been able to personally enroll a person per day in my primary business, having a customer per day coming in, and those aren't average or typical results, but I share that with you. If you want to build a business, you know, to be your own boss, to quit your job, to have time freedom, flexibility, leverage, then learn to attract people to you. And I'd highly suggest learn to build a business online, where you don't have to do home meetings, three-way calls, cold prospecting, or any of that stuff that, if you're honest with yourself, if you've ever done it, it's just not fun. So that's my little tip. That's my overview. There's a lot of different trainings, programs, and systems out there, and businesses out there online. I would just encourage you to connect with someone who's already building a business, and then model and copy what they're doing. Apply it for yourself, and it's what worked for me. So if it worked for me, it can definitely work for you. And that's about it. So I really hope you enjoyed this. It's been fun talking with you. If you like this kind of stuff, you'd like to learn more about building a business on the internet, you know, from your home, if you're coachable and trainable, check out my site. It's 123marketingtips.com. I'll put a link down below in the description. What you'll see when you go, there's a video from myself explaining in exact detail of how I've done this, how you can do it too. After that, I'll actually introduce you to my good friend and mentor who shared this with me going back about 15, 16 months ago, and how they're still currently traveling and building an income and business right from their laptop off the internet connection wherever they go. So pretty cool stuff. I look forward to passing that on to you on the other side and seeing you on the beaches of the world. Take care.